It's a good thing that Jesus promised to abide with John's churches. They needed him as they faced conflicts within their communities. They quickly became divided over how to understand the message of the fourth gospel. And these conflicts from the early to mid-90s were recorded by John the Elder in his letters of 1st through 3rd John. However, by the end of the century, 95 to 96 CE, these same churches faced external oppression from the Roman Empire, and this conflict was recorded by John the Seer in Revelation. The letters of John recorded the struggle of the Johannine community with false teaching. 1st John provided the standards for correct teaching based on the principles explained in the letter. 1 John chapter 2 verse 21, chapter 2 verse 26, chapter 5 verse 13. This letter created a dualistic framework of us versus them, where believers were called to be the children of God, not the children of the devil. 1 John chapter 2 verses 18 through 25, chapter 3 verses 8 through 9. 2 John recorded the next stage in the struggle. The elder urged the entire church to be on guard against deceivers. 2 John verse 8. They were called to remain pure by not welcoming or receiving these false teachers. 2 John verses 7 through 11. Instead, the community must focus on their mutual love for one another. 2 John verses 4 through 6. Unfortunately, the crisis worsened, and the elder wrote his third letter to the fractured community. The elder's opponents, Diotrephes, was domineering the congregation. 3 John verse 9. As a result, the elder could no longer address the entire church, and he could only write to his disciple Gaius. 3 John verse 4. Regrettably, modern readers do not know the outcome of this conflict. However, the letters to the churches in Revelation, chapter 2 through 3, may describe how the various churches in the region of Asia Minor, modern-day Western Turkey, responded to these letters and lived out their faith.